Welcome to Spa in Belgium for the fourth round of the Belgian Racing Car Championship 2014. This is the weekend of the total 24 hours of Spa, and the BRCC has two races of 90 minutes in the run-up to that 24-hour race. Two races there share the track with the GT4 European Cup. There's 26 cars for the BRCC as well, and one of them is driven by this man, Ivan Muller.
Ivan Muller,
the fourth round of the BRCC. How is it going? Well, this track is magical. We're trying to find the right setup for the car, which is not easy, but we're getting there almost. Yesterday we made a couple of mistakes. I hope we don't repeat them today. It's going very well for you in the championship. You won the first race in Zandvoort, and yesterday was not too bad either. Yes, we didn't participate in the first two rounds to be completely prepared for the remainder of the championship. And it worked out. We had a good result in Zandvoort. Yesterday we had some problems, but we tried to do better today. Two races of 90 minutes. Glorious sunshine there in Spa. For once, no rain. And in that first race, Ivan Muller and his teammate Bernard Dandrifos finished in third in the Endurance Trophy Championship. Second was father and son Alexis and Eric van der Poel. Van der Poel, 5 times winner of the Spa 24 Hours, of course. And winning the Endurance Trophy, Jean-Marc Uberrecken and Jean-Pierre Lequeux in the Prime Racing Ginetta. And of course, they were very happy about that. Yesterday, the first race of BRCC, how did it go? Oh, wonderful. We were very happy. Not only because we were driving in Spa, but as well we had 12 cars in our championship, which is the highest number of this season. And winning that race is simply fantastic. With the Ginetta winning from father and son Van der Poel, and Muller Jandrich was in third from the GCV6 of Lemre and the KTM Crossbow of Mesquita. In the Endurance Cup we had a new car, at least a new entrant for this year, the Mosler, who finished in 5th. The third place went to Chris and Koen Wouters, fighting hard with the Allure team Porsche, who drew the shortest straw in this duel. Second place went to the Belgium Racing Porsche. But the quickest car in the Endurance Cup was the Ferrari of Louis-Philippe Sounin.
Louis-Philippe gisteren de eerste race in de BRCC.
Louis-Philippe, first race BRCC, a nice win in the class. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks to Frederick as well, of course. And how did it go with the Ferrari in Spa? It went very well. There's no problems yet, maybe, because maybe there will be problems to come. We'll see. And Chris Matteu is driving the Mosler.
Chris, gisteren de eerste race.
Chris, yesterday the first race. How did it go? Yeah, we thought it went well. It was a bit unexpected. We didn't think that we would drive that high. We changed our strategy during the safety car period, and that's why we crossed the line in second. And what was the result? We were happy about the result, but apparently we were 2 seconds short in our pit stop, so we had a lap penalty, and we dropped from second to 5th. So that was a bit disappointing, but in our rise we finished second. And no result for the Thames Racing Ferrari.
Nicolas,
Friday first race, retirement. What happened? Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. We were lapping the GT4 cars, and it wasn't easy. We had lapped a couple of them together with Terdale, and at the last one it went wrong for me. I thought the Ginetta driver had seen me. Apparently he didn't. I went wide. I hit the dirty stuff, and I slid wide. And the radiator was damaged, and that was the end of the race. So win for Sounin and Vervish from the Porsches of Belgium Racing and Mixed Racing. In Endurance Pro, Belgium Racing was performing well as well, with the 99 car of Derdale, Heyer and Maassen finishing in third. But in front it was the Aston Martins of Brussels Racing dominating the 90-minute race. a G100 car finishing in second, and the number 9 car of Grivenier and Schmetz in first. So a good result for Pierre Grivenier. Yesterday, the first race, how did it go? Yeah, it went well. We had a calm start, looked what happened, looked how the car reacted, and then we took advantage of the safety car intervention to adapt our strategy. So we had a victory without not too many troubles winning. Since Michael and I did the race without two, it will be Fred driving today. So the win for and the second place for the Brussels Racing Aston Martins, from the Belgium Racing Porsche in third. And then it was time for race number 2. Only a couple of hours before the start of the 24 hours, the BRCC grid was preparing for the second 90-minute race. And this is a new car in the field, the Audi R8 LMS Ultra of Bert Langin.
Bert Langin, vlak voor de start van de tweede race.
Bert Langin, just before the start of the second race, 4th place on the grid. What's your strategy? Well, we have to attack. That's why Anthony will start, Frank in the middle, and I will do the last stint. It's a bit troublesome for us because now we're driving the LMS Ultra, and we were a bit enthusiastic, but maybe just too much because our turbo restrictor is too big, and we don't have much top speed, and we have to do it in the braking zones and in the corners. So we'll try to do our best as always. Koenwouters ready to repeat his podium finish of the day before, focusing on the start, starting right in front of the Mosler of Chris Matthews. The trophy car is ready as well, with Alexis van der Poele, son of Eric, KTM Crossbow, and it's the Porsche of Belgium Racing on the second row with Kenneth Heyer.
Kenneth Heyer, just before the start of the second race, what will be the strategy for you?
Yeah, we have to look and watch out. The Astons are very fast in Spa, what we expected before, because sometimes the GT3 cars have opportunities on different tracks, so it was for sure that they are fast here. So we have to look if it's possible to beat one of them, and we will push like hell, like every race. In the moment, the Porsche is a good package because we never have technical problems, but at the end it's difficult to beat them. So we have to see.
Damien Koens focusing on the start in the yellow Aston Martin of Brussels Racing. And on pole it's his good friend and teammate Frédéric Bouvy in the dark blue Aston Martin. We're almost ready to start the race. We're driving with Anthony Kumpen in the Audi R8 of PK Carsport, following the Porsche of Xavier Maassen. On the left it's Louis-Philippe Sounen in the Ferrari, leader in the Endurance Cup. But the pro cars take the lead immediately, with Maassen overtaking Koens in La Source corner. Down to Eau Rouge and the Ridion now, with Bouvy leading from Maassen, then Koens, then Kumpen. Sounen still in 5th, already attacked by Koenwouters and the rest of the 26 car strong field. Chris Matthews and the Mosler fighting hard in the Endurance Cup. Still impressive machinery, that Mosler. Bouvy still leading, Maassen trying to hold on. Wouters overtaking Sounen, and he's followed by Peter Hoevenaars as well in the Belgium Racing Porsche. And Frédéric Capras in the blue Allure Team Porsche is trying to do the same. This is Ivan Muller fighting in the Endurance Trophy on the left. Olivier Van Oost started all the way from the back, coming towards the front, and there's contact between Muller and Van Oost. Not sure that Van Oost had seen the green Ginetta, overtaking 2 cars here in his quicker Ferrari, and then maybe closing the door on the Ginetta. Spin for the 2 cars and another contact there, but they will be able to continue the race. Bouvy and Maassen in a race of their own, already with a big advantage over Koens and Kumpen. Kumpen trying to do his utmost best to pass the Aston Martin. But as Bert Langin has said before, the top speed of the Audi is not that good. Let's take a look at the straight towards Koen, how the Audi R8 behaves. It isn't getting any closer to the yellow Aston. So it will be very difficult for Kumpen to overtake Damian Koens. Meanwhile, Koen Wouters is fighting for the lead in Cup, with Peter Hoevenaars right behind him and Frederic Capres ready to take advantage of a possible mistake of one of these two guys. Damian Koens, fighting with Kumpen, decides to go for an early pit stop. Brussels Racing Aston Martin coming in. Koens giving the wheel of the Aston Martin to Bert Redant. Down pit stop, and Redant leaving pit lane. Damien, that was a very short first stint. How was it? I was a bit surprised by the Porsche at the start. So I was third then with Anthony right behind me, and that's not really easy. So I had to defend a lot, and the lap times went up because of that. But then I came close to the traffic of GT4 cars. We decided to come in. And that was the end of part one. Welcome back in Spa for the fourth round of the BRCC. This is the second race of the weekend. And this is the Ferrari of Thames Racing. Gradually gaining places in the Endurance Cup after a difficult first lap. Chris Mateus still fighting hard with the Mosler. GNA Racing Mosler that crossed the line in second in the first race, but had a penalty afterwards and dropped to fifth. Louis-Philippe Sounen had pole position, but dropped to fifth as well. But now gradually clawing his way back to the front. In front of him it's Frederic Capras fighting hard for a podium finish in the division. And this is his teammate Guillaume Mondron ready to take over the wheel of that Allure Team Porsche. And the other teammate is ready as well, Pierre Piron. Drivers helping in pit lane have to wear helmets. It's a bit of a strange rule, but that's the way it is. Mondron getting in the car. Capras getting out of his gear in the very hot conditions there in Spa.
Fred,
there was a nice fight between you and the Porsche of Wouters. Yes, because I had to fight hard to get and try to pass him. And eventually I overtook him at La Source corner. And now what will be the tactics for Guillaume? We tried to save the tires because I had to attack hard. Koen Wouters still fighting hard with his Max Racing Porsche. Finished on the podium in race 1 and wants to do it again in race 2. But the Belgium Racing Porsche will be hard to beat. Retirement meanwhile for Carlos Rivas in the speed lover Porsche.
Carlos, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Carlos, what happened? Well, there was a problem with the clutch from the start. At the start I could follow the other cars, but I knew it would be difficult, and then it was retirement. So nothing to do then? No, it would be possible for a 24-hour race, but not for this one.
BRCC, no?
In the Endurance Trophy, fighting is hard. This is the 48 car. We're driving with Ivan Muller, getting closer to the 44 car, trying to overtake it in the chicane, and there's another contact for Muller, the second one of the race already. But the Ginetta didn't suffer any problems because of that, apparently. So Muller still fighting for a podium finish.
Ivan, comment ça se passe pour vous?
Ivan, how did it go for you? Well, not too bad. It was a difficult start. I had two contacts, once at the campus corner and now here at the chicane. Yeah, it was very difficult because the backside of the car is sliding all over the place. It's a very slippery track. but we have nothing to complain. It goes very well. We hope to take it to the podium. KTM Crossbow fighting for a podium finish as well. It's one of its best races of the year. The KTM Crossbow of Mesquita DVB Racing. And this 29 art car Aston Martin is driving in second for the moment. But leading the Endurance Trophy is the Ginetta of Prime Racing, just in front of the Van der Poel GC V6. And Endurance Pro, Anthony Camping is fighting hard to keep up with the leaders. With the lack of top speed, that's a bit difficult. He's almost at the end of his stint. Guppen gets into pit lane to give the new Audi R8 to Frank Balian. But Langin giving a hand to attach Balian in the car. Completely fueled up. Wheels have changed and off goes the Audi.
Anthony, how was the stint?
Anthony, how was your stint? Well, there's nothing we can do. The BOP is strange. We have a 49 restrictor, which is smaller than in the FAI rules. And all the other cars, the Porsche and the Aston Martin, have bigger than the FIA rules restrictors. So on a straight, the other cars gain 150, 200 meters. At a certain point I was behind an Aston Martin and the guy was very good on the straight, but it was very difficult in the corners. Another Audi for Swede Jan Brunstedt, just ahead of the PK Car Sport Audi. Bertrand in the Aston Martin of Brussels Racing, the 100 car. In third, the fight for the lead is between these guys still, Fred Bouvy and Xavier Maassen. And then there's a safety car period and the leaders decide to come in. This is Xavier Maassen giving the wheel to Kenneth Heyer, with Dylan Rodalin looking on the driver change. And Xavier Maassen is not that happy because when the safety car intervened, it picks up the wrong car. It picks up the car in second, this Porsche then, and the Aston Martin was able to take advantage of that. So not a happy camper, Xavier Maassen. Still in the lead then, the Brussels Racing Aston Martin, and Frederic Bouvy, of course, is rather happy about that.
Fred Bouvy encore
30 Fred, 30 minutes to go, it's looking good for you. Yeah, we had a trouble-free race. I was quickly leading. We did our pit stops. So I think it should go well because Michael is driving well as well. And how is it with the tires? Well, we've tried, we've changed the tires here. I don't think it will be any trouble. Philippe Souden has given the car to Frederic Vervisch in the Endurance Cup Ferrari. But he's still headed by the Mosler of GNA Racing. In third, the Max Racing Porsche of Koen and Chris Wouters, heading for a second podium finish of the weekend. Olivier Van Oost, after his troublesome opening lap, had a good comeback and is now in second with his Thames Racing by Power Cars Ferrari. And Van Oost is coming into pit lane to give his car to Jeffrey Van Hooydonk.
Olivier helemaal achteraan moeten staan.
Olivier had to start right at the back, but already second in class, so it's going well. Well, yes, it was not an easy start. I had a lot of cars to overtake. It was very dangerous. I was hit at the right rear of the car and I spun. The car is a bit bent now. It's not completely 100% anymore, but we're still second already. So that's a good thing. And we hope the car will hold on until the end of the race. In the lead of the Endurance Cup, it's the 98 Belgian Racing Porsche. They had a great opening stint by Peter Hoevenaars and have a massive lead.
Peter,
halfway through the race, how's it going for you? A lot better than yesterday. Yesterday we had some bad luck with the safety car. We only did one pit stop and the others came in two, so we lost a lot of time. today we did it well. We took 2 pit stops during the safety car intervention. So we did our pit stop time, so we don't have to pit again, so we're still first, so it's good. Kevin Kinney's in one of the new cars in the Endurance Trophy, the Porsche Cayman GT4. One of the 12 cars in the Endurance Trophy. The Van der Poel car had troubles at the end, and they dropped in the rankings, finishing 8th. That meant that the Aston Martin 29 Aston Martin art car finished in 2nd in Endurance Trophy, but the win was again for this white, green and black Ginetta of Uberrecken and Leclerc, taking full score in the Spa weekend. In Endurance Cup, Koen and Chris Wouters managed to cross the line in 3rd, behind the Thames Racing by Power Cars Ferrari. So a good comeback for that Ferrari after that spin in the opening lap. But the win in Endurance Cup went to the Belgium Racing Porsche. An emphatic win as well. Tim Verbert in the 100 Aston Martin had some engine troubles and was classified in 5th behind the PK Carsport Audi of Kumpen, Belien and Longin. And 3rd was the other Audi of Swedish driver Jan Brunstedt, who did the race all by himself. And after losing contact in the safety car period, the 99 Belgium Racing Porsche finished in 2nd. And it's a double win for the Aston Martin of Brussels Racing in a race that eventually was cut short. There was an incident with one of the cars of the GT4 European Series, and a lot of guardrail was damaged. Therefore, there was a safety car intervention first. And when it was, there was a conclusion that it was impossible to continue racing. Here we passed the scene of the incident. The race was red flagged, and the classification was made up in the order after 70 minutes. So the race was cut short by 20 minutes. And all drivers could get their cars to Parc Fermé. Time for the celebrations then. But for Xavier Maassen there was not a lot to celebrate.
Xavier Maassen, who was the race?
Xavier Maassen, how was your race? Yes, I had a very good start. I was able to follow Bouvier in the Aston Martin. He was quicker, but due to traffic I was able to follow him. But then there was a mistake by the race director, and then our complete race was ruined. I think we lose more than half a lap because I was stuck behind the safety car and he let past the leader of the race. There's nothing to do about that, but if you see the times of the pit stops and the safety car period, we should have won this race, because after the safety car period we would have been in the lead. And Michael Schmetz is one of the drivers of the winning car, but he was a bit frustrated afterwards as well.
Michael, comment c'était dans la course?
Michael, how was your race? Well, it was frustrating. Fred did an impeccable first stint, and we made use of the first safety car to do our pit stop times. But then I was, after 3 laps, I was behind the second safety car, so I couldn't really race. I was waiting for a restart 10 minutes before the end, but for safety reasons there was no restart. So we win this race, but a bit frustrating. So a win for the Aston Martin of Grivenier, Schmetz and Bouvier, with Grivenier not racing in the second race. Belgium Racing Porsche in second and Brunstedt in third. And in the Endurance Cup, it's the Belgium Racing Porsche that wins it, with one of the drivers, Yannick Hogas, very happy about that. Yes, we had a very good race. We made good use of the safety car interventions. And that's a good win for us. We were leading the championship before this race, and so it's good to extend our lead. So Belgium Racing wins it from Van Dierenonk, Van Oost and Van Hooydonk, with the Chris Wouters brothers in third. Champagne for the Endurance Cup podium finishes. And celebrations for the Endurance Trophy winners as well, with a double win for Jean-Marc Uberecken and Jean-Pierre Lequeux. Congratulations, a nice win in the trophy. How was it? Yes, we're very happy. It was a good race this weekend. It's our third consecutive race in 3 weekends.
On est content.
Very happy. And the win again, indeed, for the Ginetta from the Art Car Aston Martin and Million Servet in third. And some more champagne for the Endurance Trophy podium finishes. That was the end of our report. See you next time.